You aren't who you think you are. You are your actions. The same way that you cannot know the thoughts and the intentions of others, they cannot know your thoughts, your intentions. And so you make an image of other people based on simply their actions. Because you can't even base your image of a person on their thoughts because you don't know their thoughts. You don't know what they wanted. You don't know what their intention was. You simply know how they acted. And the same is with you. Other people only know the actions that you take. And this is an amazing thing because if you want to be confident, you simply have to do the actions of a confident person. And it doesn't matter what you feel. You could feel scared, you could feel uncomfortable, you could feel not confident. But as long as you do the actions of a confident person, everyone will see you as confident. And you will be confident because inside doesn't matter. Patrick Bateman said in The American Psycho, inside doesn't matter. And he's correct. It doesn't. Nobody knows your inside. Nobody knows your thoughts. Nobody knows anything except the actions that you take. And so it doesn't matter how afraid you are and how afraid you feel on the inside. As long as you face your fears, you will be brave. You will be courageous. Everyone looking at you will say, wow, what a brave person. He did the brave action. He did what a courageous person would do. And they will never know that you were afraid on the inside. You see, you should never let emotions control you. And that's why Stoicism is so important. Emotions come and go, but your actions echo in eternity. So remember, you aren't who you think you are. You are simply your actions. The next realization is that if you are too scared of losing, you won't play. And if you won't play, you won't win. You see, if you are so scared of how other people will react to you making a video and how they will act and if they might mock you or they might not like you or whatever, and you never make the video, then surprise, surprise, no one will watch it. No one is gonna see the video that you never even made. If you're too scared of rejection and you never ask out the girl, she's never going to say yes, because you never even asked. If you're too afraid of looking like a fool and you never ask the stupid question, well, surprise, surprise, you're never going to know the answer. And so you have to be willing to lose, because if you aren't willing to lose, if you aren't willing to build your dreams, no matter how risky it might be, they're never going to come together. And so by opening the door of opportunity for even the possibility of victory, you simultaneously open the door to the possibility of losing. And you just have to accept that. You cannot play the game and only have the chances of winning. You playing the game means that you can either win or lose. And that's how it is. No one can change that. That is life. And so you should never be afraid to lose. Because if you are afraid to lose, you won't play. But you have to play if you want to even have a chance at winning, chance at success. So stop being afraid of failure and losing, because that makes it impossible for you to get what you want and for you to win. And so, once you're not afraid of losing and you start going down the path that you actually should go down, where you have the opportunity of winning big and getting what you want, let me tell you, you will feel like a failure. But that is a part of the process. You see, first you have to feel weak to become strong. Just like in the gym. You go to the gym, you lift weights, you get weak, your muscles are sore, you're not as strong as you are normally. But then you grow stronger, you build muscle. That's how it works. And the same is with learning. First you make stupid mistakes that beginners make. You don't understand how to do things, but then you learn, you get better. And so the same is when you start going down the path to success, to your dreams, and what path you should actually take to get that big win that you want deep inside you. First, you will feel like a failure. You will feel like you're doing nothing right and you don't understand the things around you and you're so lost. But that means that you're simply doing something that will make you grow. And so you have to keep going down that path, no matter how uncomfortable it might feel, because that is the only path to grow stronger and better. And then once you are better and stronger and more wise, that is when you get your big success and win that you always wanted. And yes, it is hard, it is difficult, but something being hard isn't evil. In fact, it's the opportunity. The fact that it is difficult means that no one else will be capable of doing it, and that is the opportunity that will make you outcompete all of your opponents and make you win and you get what you want. And so when it's hard and difficult and the path is rocky, you should feel good about that. It's not a negative thing, it's a positive thing, because it means that it is too difficult for your competition. And so as long as you keep moving forward and you keep doing the correct things, despite how hard they might be, that's how you win. You see, winners are the ones who, despite the struggle, keep trying and keep going forward. And so it being hard and difficult is the opportunity. And so when it's hard, that's a good thing. It means that no one else will do it. And just know that all of your competitors also feel the doubts. They also feel the struggle. They also feel the pain. And so if you are the one that survives through this, then you will be the winner and everyone else will simply fall. Your competition will fall behind and you will win. And when it's that hard and difficult period, you can always think to yourself, who will you become by surviving through this? You see, when you survive difficulties and struggles and hardships, you grow as a person. And so if we think about it, God will not judge you on your bank account or the material that you have or even your actions necessarily. God will judge you based upon your character and only by your character. And so shouldn't you want to do the things that build character? But unfortunately, the things that build character are painful. And pain is a part of building character. But it's comforting to know that when you are suffering, you're not suffering for nothing, because you are simply feeling the process that is required for character development. And so when it's hard, just remember, who will you become by surviving through this? If it takes years of struggle to achieve something, just imagine to yourself that after you go through that, you will be the type of person that can go through 3 years of suffering and still make it to the other side. Isn't that an amazing trait to have? And isn't that also a story that you want to be able to tell? When you are, old and wise, you want to be able to tell the story of you had hardships, you had struggles, you took the hard path instead of the easy route. And that's what makes the story worth telling. And in the end, you will always be alone on this path. You will be alone on this path. It is your walk to walk. And so don't be afraid to lose people. Even though it's hard, even though it feels bad, the only thing that is truly finite in this life is time. And so people can be replaced. You can get new friends. And so if you have currently people in your life that don't add to your life, I think you know what to do. Even though it's cold, even though it's hard, even though it doesn't feel good, you just have to cut them off. And you can always ask the question, how does this person help me? And does this person give me more in value than the time that I have to use on them? And once again, if the answer is no, I think you know what to do. The sad reality is that no one is going to live for you. So you have to live for yourself. And that means that sometimes you have to do things that make other people consider you selfish. And when people dislike you and they call you selfish and they're like, you shouldn't do that and you can't say that and all these things, just ask yourself, do you remember John the farmer from 14th century? Or do you remember Bob the engineer from the 18th century? You probably don't, because neither do I. And so just remind yourself that all the people who hate you and all the people who dislike you, they will die. They will be forgotten, and their opinions of you will also be forgotten, and they won't matter eventually. Think about it. Everyone that doubts you, everyone that hates you, everyone that mocks you, all of those people will die, and then their opinions won't matter. But your actions and your life will always matter to you. So which one do you want to value more? Your actions and your life and what you actually want to do, or the opinions of people who will die and whose opinions won't matter? And so the same way that people will eventually forget you, you can forget other people and their opinions of you, and just do what you want to do and do what you think is necessary for the best life that you can live. And yes, that requires changes in all the realms of our lives, and change is hard. Trust me, I know. Change is extremely hard. But hard is still possible. And so, just do it. Stay disciplined, chase your dreams, and have a fantastic day.